Hello everybody and welcome back to WoW Mods, and we're back. Sorry for the slight delay in the video. I was pushing it back because I kept sort of like tweaking certain elements. So here we are, we're at the back of Stormwind mod, and before we do the walkthrough through the cemetery portion, I want to show you the landing area and some of the changes that I've made. Now I call it the landing area because I intend to have an NPC that teleports you from the Stormwind side to the back, and it'll most likely be landing in this section here. So here we have the landing area. We have fountain, water, candles, all those details. Then ported a couple of new models, modified new models, created new textures for some custom models as well. We got some gazebo areas, so it's not exactly the same as the back in Cataclysm, but it's close enough, and it's sort of it's nice. I like it. I've been doing a side-by-side comparison before. If we go down this path, of course, we're going to get to the lake proper itself, and there's a house over there in the back. There's another house over here, a little port, some boats, some lily pads, some tall grass cattails, and what have you. Pretty interesting. We're going to go back up. We'll get to the houses and we'll get to all the other stuff in a bit. But right now I just wanted to pretty much just give you a little bit of a walkthrough through the area. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. What else am I gonna show you? Well, we're gonna walk into the cemetery right now. As you can see, I think the last video we did, it wasn't very populated. I hadn't finished the layout, but here it is. Potentially here, I'll put another teleporter, which will take you to the port, because I believe that at this point in the map, you should be somewhere in the port. So I might actually set a teleporter there that connects you to the port of the city. We've got just sort of like alleyways, mausoleums. This is pending update, I guess. So we'll have to see how that goes in particular. We've got the large mausoleum there. This particular area is the area that I've chosen to make what I would call sort of like the Queen's tomb. I think it's where the Stormwind Queen is buried. I think I'm going to be changing this. What are they called? This tomb to a different model. Not obviously a man lying there, but maybe a stone coffin with like a Stormwind banner on it. That would be pretty neat to have there. Here, of course, we've got this mausoleum slash monument, of course, which is in the Cataclysm version of the game as well. Here, it sort of just holds a Holy Light Paladin monument. Not really going into depth with that. What else? What else can I show you? Actually, you know what? Now would be a good moment to pause, because I believe that I actually want to add a couple of like elements here. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, so we're back. Added sort of like the hanging grassy ivy elements that I wanted to add there, which is good. And then we're going to proceed to walk towards the back of the city, or the back city gates. This is completely different, obviously, from Cataclysm. Cataclysm is just the cemetery and the edge walls of the city. And obviously there's not much here because I haven't really gotten into designing that particular part. But I wanted to just show you how this would look from this end. And it's looking good. It looks like a good sort of like progression into the city. Now over here we have these houses, and we have this it's a bit more intricate in regards to what they should be. What is the point to them? It's not really too much of a point. The reason I decided to add these is at some point I had heard that in the development phase for World of Warcraft, that the back of Stormwind would potentially contain player housing. So a lot of the attention that I decided to pay to this particular part of the city or of this build has these houses as that, so to speak. So I just made them thinking, okay, well, what would player housing plotted houses look like, or even like a what do you call it? A garrison type of situation. So they're a little bit more ornate. They're a little bit more charged with details. But that's where we're at right now. I'm pretty happy with the way that things are looking. There's a couple of upgrades that we need to come back before we sort of like finalize this back area of the city. So obviously the Mausoleum, obviously the Queen's Tomb monument thing, or the stone coffin that we're going to be putting there. We need the grass effects to come on. I'm noticing like a little spikes of lag here and there. I'm not entirely sure if that's a product of like the recording right now, or if it's something to do with the patch. I hope not. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now, and that's what I wanted to show you. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna be back next week with more stuff. Definitely working on the Undercity portion of the build. I'll definitely be working a bit more on this. I've had a bit more back and forth with different people who have contacted me on Discord. For those who haven't, I'm just going to put a little picture here of the Discord channel, and in the description you'll probably find a link on how to get there. So feel free to join, feel free to contact me there. I'm not always on Discord, but I try and check it at least once a week. And so yeah, so it should be interesting. So until then, everybody, take it easy, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.